On day 3, I walked 21 miles from the PCT-TRT intersection to Susie Lake. We passed Showers Lake, Echo Lake Summit, where we picked up a few things at the Echo Lake Chalet before entering Desolation Wilderness. Good morning. About 10 miles in today. Realized I hadn't talked to you yet today. Last night it was kind of scary. Trying to set up my tent in that cold and rain and wind and hail. And once I finally got my tent up, I was worried about the stakes holding because of the wind. And I was in real soft dirt and pine duff. So eventually I had to go out and find some big rocks and put on top. Ended up eating dinner inside the tent. Put out my bear vault. When it started getting dark, the rain lightened up a little bit. Then I went to sleep. Slept really good, actually. I always sleep with my earplugs in. I set my alarm clock for 5 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 1 to go to the bathroom. And then I woke up again at 5:15 and my alarm had been going off for 15 minutes. I didn't hear them because I had my earplugs in. And also when I pulled my earplugs out, I could hear coyotes in the distance just barking and going crazy. So I'm glad I had my earplugs, or else they may have kept me up a little bit last night. So anyway, that second half yesterday, kind of got my trail legs. I was feeling pretty good until that weather hit. I got up this morning. It's hard to get out of the sleeping bag just because I knew it was cold and wet outside. Eventually got the motivation. Tore down. For the first hour or so, it's cold and wet. And then the sun started peeking up and it started warming up. And it was beautiful. Walking through the mountains, seeing the sunrise. And now, still morning, but I'm coming up to a major highway here. And I saw like a big building down there. And I think it was this ski park that's only open when you can actually ski. So there is a chalet up here that my initial plans were to get a resupply there, but I learned that it closes on Labor Day, which was a few days ago. So they might still be open, but I'm not relying on it. So it would be nice to get like a nice cold Gatorade or an ice cream or something like that. But I haven't filtered water today. I'm getting kind of low. There's a water source up here, probably about a mile. Filter some water, keep on going. If you wonder why there's a fire ban out here, I've heard of people who want to do this hike a few times and they kept on having to cancel because of fires. Ain't a fire area. All sorts of burnt trees. Luckily nothing burning right now. So we will keep on walking. Made it down to Echo Lake. Beautiful lake, boat launch, docks, chalet. I gotta go see if that's open. Maybe some ice cream water, that sort of stuff. And look down here. Holy mackerel. Look at all these people. Hikers. Where'd they all come from?
How you feeling, Shaggy?
Hard as a rock. Went into the chalet. Got myself a chocolate peanut butter milkshake. Gatorade. And a sticker. What'd you get there, bud?
Shaggy milkshake, bring all the boys to the
You got a coffee milkshake.
You're better than you, damn right.
A little sandwich.
I can beat you.
That looks
You
pretty
have
good.
to, milkshake, bring all the boys to the yard. And they're like, better than you. Damn right, this is better than you. I could cheat you, but Shaggy the boss.
Even Echo Lake. It was kind of a vortex. Just sat there eating ice cream, talking to Miyagi and Milos. No sign of Chuck yet. Some clouds up there that are a little dark. Looks like it's just passing though. Trail is for a little bit here, right on the lake. But I gotta find a place to filter some water. It's about 5.5 miles to the next water source, and afternoon like this, the sun's beating down pretty good. Walking along Echo Lake here, I never did find a good place to filter water. I figure I'd have about a liter. 5.5 miles ago, I just cameled up there with some Gatorade. Beautiful on this side of the lake. Trail just runs along the lake here. Then once we get to the far end of the lake, we start going up. There's a sign just back there that said 3 miles to Desolation Wilderness. Climbing up a hill here, full sun, lots of rocks. If I turn around, beautiful. I know Echo Lake is the second. Whoop. Why is it all fuzzy? There we go. I know Echo Lake is there. I don't know if this one is considered Echo Lake as well, or if that's a different lake. But it's beautiful. I'm in Desolation Wilderness. Been in it quite a while. After I even hit the boundary there. It's still pretty big. Climb, rocks, pretty gnarly. But now I'm in a flatter area. When we got down to the store there, the chalet, there was just probably 40, 19, 20-year-olds. And I talked to a couple of them, and they're part of the Tahoe Expedition Academy. Might have that wrong. But 3 or 4 different groups all hanging out at the same spot. Kind of different experience levels, going to different lakes. But it's pretty cool that they're interested in doing this thing at that young age. Isolated lake. Mountains. We are not in Minnesota. Beginning of Aloha Lake. Not exactly what I expected. But I'm going to be walking along it for about a mile here, so you need water up the road. And when you talk about a diversity of landscape, Aloha Lake. Look at all the rock. Hardly any trees. Rock, rock. This is the trail. And oh, that rock up there. All right. I think I have about 3 miles to go. It's about 4:15. Still haven't got any water yet. It's cooled down a little bit, so I'm doing all right. to Heather Lake. Beautiful. I don't know where the camping spots are for this lake because they aren't along this shore, maybe down on the end there. But got less than a mile to Susie Lake, which is good because I'm tired. Oh, made it to Susie Lake. Beginning of it here. Beautiful. Now the challenge is not only to find a place for me to put my tent, but maybe enough spaces for a couple hammocks, and hopefully Chuck will make it here for another tent. But I don't know. It's about another half mile to the other end of the lake. So I just walk the lake line here and hopefully I'll find something. Miyagi and Milos showed up. Welcome to our rock castle. How you feeling there, Mule?
I'm tuckered,
Me too.
to put it gently.
Well, you made it.
Huh?
You made it.
Yeah. That water taxi, man.
You took it?
No.
Oh. On day 4, we walked 22 miles from Susie Lake to Barker Creek. We climbed Dick's Pass and walked by Dick's Lake, Fontanalis Lake, and Richardson Lake. Morning. Nothing like a 1,800 foot climb to get you going in the morning. Woo! I know I'm not over 10,000 feet. I think I'm at about 9,388, I think it was. But that was tough. A lot of rocks. Up on Dick's Pass here. I'm gonna find a good spot to take in the scenery, have some breakfast, probably take off some clothes, get rid of my headlamp. It's gonna be a great day. Coming down from Dick's Pass, beautiful view here of Dick's Lake. Made it to Fontanalis Lake. There's a bear over here. Is there? Yeah, small one. Little guy? Yeah. Right up here. I leave him. Just stopped to take a little bit of a break here. Saw that bear. That was pretty cool. I'm only 2.1 miles away from Richardson Lake, which is where we originally planned to camp tonight. But I think we've all unanimously decided that we're going to try to go 5 miles farther so we can cut tomorrow's day, which was 22 miles, a little bit shorter so we can get into Tahoe City a little sooner. So I got up early this morning, been hiking along pretty good. You know, we had that big climb But I was planning to fill up my water at this Thelma Lake outlet, and I must have blew right past it. So I've been rationing my water here. That Thelma Lake was 6.5 miles ago. And like I said, I have 2.1 miles left until I get to Richardson Lake, where I'll get a bunch of water. But I was just starting to get lightheaded, so I had to stop and put some sodium in my system. Drink most of my water. Get that 2.1 miles. Probably take another break down there and then walk that last 5 miles. Desolation Wilderness. Check. Woo, whoop. I made it to Richardson Lake. Miyagi and Milos are out in the lake swimming. Take my shoes off, letting the tootsies air out a little bit. Number one thing, I gotta get some water. This mid-afternoon sun is pretty hot. We got all the boys there, so they all went for a swim. It takes too long to take these stupid toe socks on and off. I don't have the energy. Oh. So I was feeling kind of nauseous after being dehydrated. Ate a bunch of food. A little under 5 miles to go. Here we go. Made it to Barker's Creek. Nice thing about far out is there's some messages in there saying where some campsites are. Went 1/10 of a mile past it, went up the hill, and boom, we got a campsite. Join us again next week as we continue our Tahoe Rim Trail through hike. Don't forget to hit subscribe and punch that bell notification. We'll see you on the trail.